am again in another longer recording. That's why I have to kind of cut in here to be able to continue the work. So I have come back to orbit. By the way, hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild, and I have come back to orbit to, for one, switch out the flyer that I want to use to get up and down, because around the Mars space there have been spawns of multiple assertive bases, 6 or so, and they are throwing a lot of drones at me. So I want to have this thing because that thing can get to and from orbit with a bit more protection than this one right now. It's a weird thing. I'm not sure what's up with the shields, but I really have to run and have to fight when I'm going back up to orbit, and this thing slows down. I'm not sure if the thrusters were updated or if it's the weight. I will have to go with a ship that is a bit more capable when it comes to fighting, and so I will bring down this one. I repaired some things on here because of the weapon core weapons vanishing. I lost a lot of the weapons on here, so I've put some railguns on here, I've put an autocannon on here, and I've put some normal Gatling turrets on here. I will have to refuel that thing, and I will have to put some ammo in there, but that is a thing I should be able to do relatively easy. But the main thing I came up here for is this laser antenna. I want to save these laser antenna coordinates so that I can put a laser antenna on the land carrier and then have that thing, I hope that wasn't too loud, have that thing be able to communicate with orbit. It's a bit wild because I went back to the Mars space, and I'm okay, this thing can just infinite range. I don't care, and I need to copy these coordinates, and then I will store them as GPS coordinates. New from clipboard, laser antenna, land carrier. I will keep it that way right now. It is there so that I can work and don't have to fear losing the coordinates and having to come back up here. Yeah, again, we will have to do something about around 6 assertive bases. One thing I did was another thing that I kind of did under fire, because I had the land carrier is around 14-15 kilometers away from the Mars base, and I had to use the small tank to drive back to the base, and I couldn't hold back. I've built a better tank, a bit bigger. That thing will not fit in the land cruiser. That's why the smaller tank will be now the land cruiser tank, and we will go back there in a second and take a look at everything, and then good, make this ship ready, and then I will go back down to the surface. Good, that's the interjection I've done. Now I can carry on the work. Good, back in a sec. Keen's standard guns kind of always surprise me because they're just Keen always makes the hitbox of its stuff a lot bigger than it really needs to be. So if you take a look at this, so autocannon turret and build info kind of shows us this thing, but that's not the hitbox. The hitbox is kind of dedicated by the barrel, for example. If I, for example, would remove these things now, that thing would sit up on the gun that kind of ends close to the ground here. I'm space engineers, I had to give it some legs so that it can stand up, and I will think about this, and I don't know, maybe remove it. Maybe I can fix one of these. They are, I think the hitbox, although it shows this big hitbox, I think they are smaller. I will test it, but it doesn't matter right now. The good thing is, once I came back from space, the assertive bases kind of went away. I searched for them, they were not there. So I can concentrate on the more pressing matters. So I want to go back to the land carrier, and we will do that in our new tank. You can see that it is a lot bigger than the other one. It is made out of heavy armor, so it should in a fight stand for a bit longer, but it behaves a bit better than the other one. I don't know. I looked at plans from the Leopard 2 and just went with it, and I wanted to stay in the realm of how long it is and how high, and it didn't work out. But we can take this and drive off to the main or to the land carrier that's somewhere over there. I overestimated it is just 12 kilometers around, so everything's fine. It's not as bad as I thought. I had to add some weapons to the station all around, because again I had a lot of enemies close by that constantly threw themselves at me and destroyed some of the outposts. I had to repair them. Not the outposts though, the warning signals I'm using. I am using to mark the boreholes that I leave. I'm thinking about turning the world over to voxel protection. Then see if I can still repair the voxel damage, because at least the modded drills I have can drill into protected voxels. It's weird, but they can. And if the drill and fill system can do that too, then we could still drill, but also not have the oh, come on, have the drones that crash destroy the ground. Should we test that? When we are at the rover, we will test that. We will test it by setting up a drill and fill over one of the resource nodes, and then see if we can still grab the materials from there and still drill. I'm curious if that works, because I would really like the drones not completely destroy the surrounding areas here. The tank, by the way, again, another work in progress. I've started to add some details. It has some exhausts, it has some heat vents. It needs more, but it needs to be mainly functional right now, and it definitely does that. You can see there's a spotlight right on the, see, and myself keep myself from destroying the area. I landed this thing and it is just... Usually I would go a lot slower to not damage anything, but I couldn't hold back. So again, the thing works. I've tried to balance it out a lot better. It still turns without the use of any gyros, although it is a lot heavier, and it is also really fast. Still turns very well. The weapons are basically the same that the other one had to, but otherwise I'm fairly happy with it. I've changed the thing where this grill is kind of, it protects the turrets. I don't know. I just saw pictures with tanks with these grill structures. Pretty sure it is to keep some form of rocket from hitting the turret directly. It is as if I would know anything, really anything about tanks, other than pictures. There's a subreddit just for tank pictures, and I don't know. I'm sometimes looking into that just for design inspiration. Good people, I will drive over to the land carrier. We will park that thing, and then we will make a short drill test and set up the laser antenna so that we can keep in contact with everything and see the land carrier from everywhere and all that stuff. Good people, back in a sec. I'm close to the carrier, and I just have to admit how much fun this thing is to drive. I had fun with the smaller tank, but this thing drives a lot better. Maybe it is because of the weight and the setup. Again, it is more balanced when it comes to center of mass. Maybe it is something like this, because the other one, it took a lot longer to drive the whole stretch from the land carrier back, because it kind of veers off to the sides, and it is not really good at deciding where it wants to go. This thing here drives straight line, brakes really well, and goes around the craters that I had in reach and all that stuff, and works fine even in higher speeds. So more of that. I think I will keep it that way and not be too concerned with adding crazy stuff to it, so that it maybe stays balanced. Okay, good. Back to driving the last few kilometers there. It is just nice when this thing just comes into view, and I don't know. This is so big, even compared to the newer big tank. Let us hope that the tank fits. That might be a concern that I have, that this thing will not fit into the belly of the rover. I need to open the door. Let me do this right quick, and then we will see. Oh no! Oh, I don't know how to fix that. Ugh. I lost wheels. That's wrong. Ow. Yeah, having it stay here maybe is not the best idea. Is there holes? Did I lose something? Yeah, that will be a few repairs that I need to do, and then hopefully we can carry on and do the drill test. Come on. Oh, that might not fit. I should have kept that in mind, that this thing is a lot bigger. Oh, it fits really well in there. And it disabled the other tank I had to convince to drive up there. Let's say it that way. Convince is a good word to have it be able to drive into the. Okay, just bring it down a bit. Ready to lock it down. Turn on this, turn on this. Good. It fits. That works out. We can keep it in here. Now, repair the wheels, and then I will reload the world to do the test if the drilling still works, and if we can get materials with the drill and fill system. Again, if we can protect the main voxels from crashing stuff, and if we can then still drill it with these drills, because again, these drills are, we have them on Corvus, and there they are kind of a problem because people immediately go for these and then drill, and on Corvus on my server there is no drilling. We will have to see how that works out in a world on the PC itself. It could be that it works differently here. Good, but first let me repair my stuff. Can I just order a wheel and hopefully have the... No, here it doesn't work, here it might work. So let us do... Come on, please. Here it should work. Here we will have to do some ridiculous stuff. Maybe we can lift it with a piston and something on the bottom, just so that we press it up. I will test that, repair the stuff, and then come back to you. Idiotically overpowered pistons and magnetic plates seem to fix a lot of stuff. The whole thing lifted, and I was able to just replace the whole thing. Let me drive up to the next spot. Whatever material we have there. Oh, the game slows down now. That's a bad thing. It's every time I move areas, it tends to go bad. So let me move over to this area here. Hopefully I can stay on maybe flatter ground instead of driving up on this hill. That would be neat. I need some more. See, that's the problem here too. This all slips to the side. Here we cannot do really anything about it because it has to do with this thing being completely unbalanced, and the the tank is a lot easier to manage, let's say it that way. But we will manage. Iron, as if we need iron, but we will grab it. I will get into position, lock that thing down, and then we will drill and hopefully see some progress in the whole thing. Okay, there's iron, there's more iron, there's iron and cobalt. Then we will try to go for cobalt, I would say. Swing the back around, get into position. I don't know. The red marker to the left there, that's by the way, that's where the drill is sitting. So I'm I'm trying to keep that somewhere where I maybe see some materials that I want to grab. Okay. Let us lock it down here. Break. Again, this thing is, thanks to the thrusters I've set in, a bit snappier. And I have added some gyros that I can use together with the other gyros in conjunction that are not set up to work with the skid steering script. So they are independent. Okay, maybe can bring a few, so that should work. And now, oh no, space engineers. No, it's the build and repair systems. I've set them up so that I can grab the materials that these drones have left. But now I have to turn that off again. Not on blocks. And bring these blocks up again. Good. The turbines turning. Turbines are turning. That works. Now we need to restart the world and then do the drilling test, and I hope that I can see if the build and repairs, the drill and fill system is grabbing stuff. We can test that anyways if everything drills. Restarting the world will take a moment, so let me do that. The world is restarted now. Let's see if the changes took. So we cannot drill by hand anymore, and for me that's completely okay. It's not that I really need to do that right now in my world, at least. So, and if we need resources, we can set up the static drills. Theoretically, we have that option, but I want to see if drilling is still possible and if we can still grab materials with the two modded drills that we have. Because again, the modded drills, at least that was a problem. I'm not sure, maybe some update fixed that. They definitely worked in the whole system there. So let us see if we still get it to work. Oh, some people had comments about this, and I might try that. But you can see that the comment was if I could just bring down the whole thing to give it more distance and to have that thing be able to freely spin. The problem is that then it would hang out of the bottom, and that might be problematic. So the solution here is not perfect, but come on, it's being angry about something that is really not such a problem. So bringing that down and taking a look at the camera and seeing where to put the whole thing is kind of a non-problem. So I should be good with that. Let us start the drills. See, the drills still work. So that's something that we still can use if we need to drill something. I like to have the option, let's say it that way. There must be something special about these drills, or maybe the game itself is not set up. I don't know why it handles that differently. It could be a range thing, but still have the option to drill. And the next question is, will the drill and fill system still work? So I might wait until this drill is a bit further down, and then we take a look if the drill and fill system also still grabs stuff. Because if that also still works, then we have the ability to form the landscape as much as we want, but we don't have to fear the drills. That's a good thing. Back when this thing is a bit deeper. So we don't need to go deeper. There is cobalt. The drill and fill system is active and it is not grabbing anything. It is now even set to just grab everything. So it just would grab stone if it could. So these drills are circumventing the whole system how it is. I kind of added the drill and fill system now for nothing, because I decided that something is not right in the world. Again, that's how I like my game to be. I'm experimenting. Always experimenting. So it is set to collect, by the way, to not drill out anything it shouldn't drill, and it even says it is not drilling out anything. So that's a weird thing, but the area is still there. Area height, everything is still set. Good. I think we can turn this off again and could even remove it. So I can still grab stuff. Easiest way now would be to set up the static drills, but the problem is with the static drill missing, I would have no need for this thing. So this thing will keep doing its work of drilling out the area, bringing in resources, and we might change the setup a bit so that we, I don't know, have extending drills or something like that. I'm not sure how, why, whatsoever, but we could then stop the whole thing if it is somewhere close to a vein, and then drill into it. I'm not sure yet. We will see how that works out in the end. I'm trying to think around the whole thing. I would like to have the voxel protection, or the something like the voxel protection. Now we don't have to fear having craters everywhere that I kind of have to fill manually. By the way, that's one thing we need to find out. Can we still manipulate voxels? So look away. I'm going into creative mode now. I will go somewhere close to this thing here. If we can still manipulate voxels, then we are good when it comes to filling up craters. I have done that all along. I'm filling up voxels because I like to not have these craters everywhere in the world. And with the no voxel destruction turned on, I could just Mars soil. We can still form voxels, so we can still work with this. That's good. I'm happy about this, because then I can still fill up the holes that are there now. Is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? People, let me know if the whole thing is a good idea. I would like to have it that way. I would rather have, don't know, some blocks destroyed or some things, because now ramming into into the ground will be a real hazard. And I would like to, yeah, I would rather risk some blocks and lose some parts from the crashing drones than to have craters everywhere. The next game of Space Engineers that I play will definitely have that turned on, because I hate it with the passion. Yeah, we will see. Good people. Let me take a look if there's anything else that I can do. Maybe the drill and fill has an option to turn off, to negate the voxel protection, because sometimes having the drill and fill to form landscape and all that stuff would be neat. Question, for example, is does the fill still work? Because we have turned off the voxel destruction. Did we also turn off the voxel placement? I'm not sure. We didn't. Where's my rock? This is another rock. Can we still make holes? That's a question we should. That's a question we should answer too. That's a question we should answer too. Can we still make holes? We can't. Voxel hands is also kind of. Is there something like a plugin that I could use? Not that I need it, but I will have to think about this. Yeah, I need your opinion on this. I would like to. I would like to have that. Is there a way around it? That's something I would like to know. For example, there were torch plugins that made that possible. That the voxel is not destroyed by blocks, but can still be drilled out. And maybe there's something like this. I will have to search for stuff like that. So let me turn off the creative again, get rid of this. Not being able to remove stuff is also kind of bad. We will have to see. I will have to be very precise with filling holes. Good. Let me wait until the drill is done and see if I can find anything that I still need to do, and otherwise I will come to you with an outro. Good people, back in a sec. I completely forgot that there was a purpose to the whole thing. That going up to space and doing things had a reason, and that was setting up a laser antenna. The other thing is, now there's hours in between this and the end of the video there. I moved the carrier. I brought out the tank. I tested out the tank against things. I have built a railgun turret because over there was an enemy, and I'm pretty sure that more spawned. That thing threw drones at me like crazy, and I'm absolutely happy that we don't have voxel destruction right now. I'm testing out if I still like it after a while, and I kind of want to, yeah, give it a broader inspection. To do that, because again, I like the fact that I don't have to worry about the craters in the area, and I have the feeling it also works better, and with the drills I can still work with it. So the whole thing at the moment comes only with the loss of the drill and fill system. And to be true, I might not be, I don't know, I'm maybe not too angry about it. But yeah, but it is, yeah, it is a weird thing to I'm contrary to a lot of other people. I like to again experiment and to just go and do whatever. A lot of people set goals to their game, and my goal is to just have fun, play Space Engineers. Okay, I want to grab coordinates, laser antenna, asteroid, copy to. And things still tries to connect, or might be connected already. I'm not sure. It is connected, and it uses tons of power. So go back to idle. Paste coordinates. Connect to coordinates. That should be better, because that is finally laser antenna 3, land carrier, permanent connection, and it is just 500 kilowatts. That's what I wanted to do. Now it was a round trip again. It's just okay. We can turn off the laser and just not show that. Thank you. Nice. Good. Now we have a connection to the orbital base, and that should also give us a connection back to the main base. It doesn't do that. So oh, the orbital base is basically connected to nothing. Okay. That is this grid. It doesn't matter. I have to figure this out, and but we have the connection now, and we can keep this. Now I can work more around the whole carrier. I need more weapons. I'm not sure. That's not beautiful. I don't know. I need to figure out a nicer forum for the railguns. But otherwise, there will be more enemies spawning around us. I'm pretty sure. As more as I move, and as more as I build stuff around here, I'm running into more and more enemies. So more weapons will be needed. This thing, by the way, did a remarkable job at defending the carrier and defending itself. Building it out of mostly heavy armor is definitely a good thing. The weapons got damaged. That's a bit of a problem, but on the other hand, it wasn't too terrible. I will have to bring spare parts. That's maybe a big issue. Good, but people, I think that's all for today. I would say thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.